Hey guys, welcome back to Sister to Sister with Dee and Kai. This is your girl Kai, and I am doing a video on vaccinations needed for the Gambia. Now, if you missed any of our other videos on our Gambia Bound series, be sure to check the description box below to click a link so that you can stay up to date on the videos we've already posted. So definitely check that description box, but let's go ahead and get straight into the vaccinations needed for the Gambia. So a question that has come up is, do you need the vaccination prior to going to Ghana, or can you get it while you're in Ghana or when you get there? The answer is, by law, anyone entering Ghana must be able to provide proof of the yellow fever vaccination. So you will need the yellow fever vaccination card, and it must state you have been vaccinated prior to coming to the country. Now, because we're going to Gambia, we are required to take a COVID-19 test, which makes me nervous because I don't like things going up my nose. However, we are required to have the test done within 72 hours of travel. So before we get on the plane, we have to have a COVID-19 test done, and it has to come back negative, okay? Pray for your girl that, I make it through. Now, the vaccinations needed for Gambia, the vaccinations you will need that the CDC says you need is Hep A, Hep B, typhoid, yellow fever, rabies, meningitis, polio, measles, mumps, and rubella, Tdap, and shingles, meningitis, pneumonia, and influenza. Now, the reason you need Hep A is because it is spread through food and water. Hep B because it's spread through blood and bodily fluids. Typhoid, food and water. Yellow fever is spread through mosquitoes. So if you get bit by a mosquito and you don't have the yellow fever vaccination, you can die. I'm not being dramatic. You really can die. So, another set of things that you want to look into is rabies, meningitis. Rabies, you can get it from saliva infected animals. Meningitis is airborne in direct contact. It's important to get the rabies if you plan on visiting animals during your stay in the Gambia. Routine vaccinations for Gambia. This is, optional: measles, mumps, rubella, Tdap, chickenpox. Now, this is totally optional. You don't have to get these done if you already got them done. But these are just, extra security. If you're just trying to skim back on the cost of your trip, then you can definitely do without these. Pneumonia is airborne, influenza and airborne, and polio is food and water. So definitely, if you never gotten any of these done, you may want to consult your doctor. But if you want to skimp on some of these, you definitely can. They're not needed, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor. Now, you do have to have proof of your yellow fever vaccination to enter Gambia. Malaria is something that is recommended for you to have. It's a medication. You can choose to do it the daily tab, or you can choose to do it weekly. I'm going to do daily because of the simple fact of I've heard the side effects of the weekly medication is no good, no bueno. So I don't want to have those nightmares or, suicidal thoughts that can come with that medication. I want to just limit my side effects. So I'm going to do the daily tab. It's a bit of a hassle. However, you can set an alarm on your phone or what have you to remind you to take the medication. So you take it 1 or 2 days before you travel, and then you take it while you're there, and then you take it for a week straight when you come back to the US. So I would recommend the 1 a day, but if you're strong enough to handle the weekly and the side effects that come along with it, go for it. So if you want to cut down on your cost of vaccinations and say, what vaccinations do I absolutely need? I would recommend the yellow fever, typhoid, Hep A, and I would recommend you get your malaria pills. Those are the things that, in my opinion, you absolutely need. So if you're trying to cut back costs like we've done, then get those things, as well as the traveler's diarrhea antibiotics. It's a Z-Pack. So just in case you get really sick, meaning diarrhea, I would pick up the Z-Pack from your doctor. So yellow fever, typhoid, hep A, malaria pills, and as well as the Z-Pack, which is the antibiotics, just in case you get sick. Those are the absolutely dire things that you're going to need for your trip. So I wouldn't skip on that. All the other stuff, you can bypass that as long as your doctor says that's okay. Now, how much did I pay for my vaccinations? My yellow fever was $205. My typhoid was $106.99. My hep A was $110. And then I had an office visit of $80. Now, my malaria pills and my Z-Pack was covered by my insurance. My typhoid would have been covered by my insurance as well. However, there's a shortage of typhoid in the US, and a lot of places are having trouble ordering it because it's on back order. So definitely start doing your research and getting this stuff together if you plan to travel in the future. Alright, you guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. It was my pleasure creating this for you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.